Okay. So we had seen the PID controller previously. So today we'll use root locus method and design the same PI controller for today. And then we'll look at how to design a PID controller. So previously we were using this Ziegler-Nichols method to design a PI controller or PID controller. So today we'll not focus on Ziegler-Nichols method, we'll use root locus method to arrive at those Kp, Ka and Kd values. So before going to that, by Ziegler-Nichols method, can you arrive at the Kp and Ki values for this system? If Ku is 60 and Tu is 2 seconds, can you calculate what is the Kp value?
Yes, sir. We have those formulas to calculate.
Yeah. Is the PPT visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So using this, quickly tell me what is Kp for PI controller. Okay. PI controller. What is Kp? How much is Kp? It is 0.45 times Ku. So Ku is 60. So how much is that?
27, sir.
Huh?
27, sir.
27.
Yeah.
27. Okay. Okay, that. So how much is this Ki? You want the formula? Ki is 1.2 times Kp by Tu.
So TU is 2 seconds, sir.
Tu is 2.
37.5, sir.
37.5. Okay. So what will be Kd? What will be Kd?
Sir, is it 1.2 times Kp or Ku, sir? That
I
form
told you to design a PI controller. So what will be Kd?
Will be Ku minus sum of Kp and Ki.
I told you to design a PI controller.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh.
What will be what the value of Kd?
0.
0. That's all. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay. Who was the other person who was giving some values? Biswaranjana?
Biswa.
Biswajit, sorry. Biswajit? Yeah, Biswajit. Understand this, how it is 0 here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is this 37.5?
Sir, I think it's 36. It is 1.2 times 60 divided by 2.
1.2 into, so not 60, 1.2 into, how much is Kp?
2, sir.
Is
Because
27.
1.2 K.
It will be 16.2, sir, not 37.5.
Yeah. Okay, 16.2.
16.2.
Okay. So this is Kp and Ka, and now Kd is 0. Want a PI controller only. Okay. So this is what Ziegler-Nichols is giving. Okay. See the overshoot, it's more than 1.5 above here. Okay. So if you increase the time for this, you can. So this is what is visible. Okay. So this is what is obtained from Ziegler-Nichols, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose if you're not happy with this, what will you do?
We can alter the values of
Yeah, you have to
KP and KI.
alter the values here and then arrive at the output. Suppose I don't want the Ziegler-Nichols, it's giving me large overshoot. I'm not happy with the result and all then. What you can do is you can use another method called as a root locus method. Okay. So what is, you have seen the root locus, right? What does the root locus give? It gives the
Ultimate gain.
it gives the ultimate gain. It also shows how the um, pole positions move based on the value of k. Okay, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is this controller? What is a PI controller? PI controller is nothing but KP plus KI by S. Correct? Yes or no? KP plus KI by S.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Why is it so? Because
1 by S will be
if you
the.
look at the PPT, this is the thing. This is in time domain. Okay, Kp E of t plus Ki 0 to t E of t dt. Okay, so this integral is nothing but 1 by S in Laplace domain. Okay, so this is Kp plus Ki by S. Okay, any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so this can be written as Kps plus Ki by S. Okay, this can be written as Kps plus Ki by S. Now, suppose if this is what is this? What is this actually? What is this Kps plus Ki by S? Transfer function for the controller?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, transfer function, the controller is nothing but Kps plus Ki by S. Okay, so transfer function of the controller. Now, if you look at only this controller, which is nothing but what do we call this as GC of S? Okay, we call this as GC of S. Now, how many poles and how many zeros are there?
One pole, two zeros.
How?
Numerators give zeros.
How many poles, how many zeros for this equation? From where do you get poles?
Denominator.
Okay, so what is the value?
0, sir.
0, sir.
Okay, S is equal to 0. This is a pole or a zero?
Pole, sir.
Pole.
This is a pole. Okay. Then S is equal to, what about 0? From where will you get 0?
Numerator.
Numerator. Okay. What is this? Kps plus Ki. Kps, how do you get the roots?
Equal to 0.
Equal to 0. So what will be S equal to?
Minus Ki by Kp.
Minus Ki by Kp.
Minus Ki by Kp. Okay. So this will be minus Ki by Kp. Okay, so this is a 0. Okay, so this transfer function of this controller is nothing but kps plus ka by s. So this has one pole at 0 and 0 at minus ka by kp. Did you understand? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay. So we are looking at only the PI controller, okay, not PID. PI controller. We are leaving out D for simplicity purposes for now. So this is the pole at 0. This is a 0 at minus Ki by Kp. Okay. So this can be called as a real 0. Can I call this as a real 0? What do you mean by real 0? What do you mean by a real 0?
Related to real axis, sir.
Yeah, a 0
It is
on
not imaginary.
a 0 on the real axis is real 0. Okay, a complex 0 would be on the
Imaginary.
it will have the imaginary term as well as the real term.
Hmm.
Okay, real 0 means there is no imaginary term, so the 0 is going to lie on the real axis. Correct?
So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now instead of using the Ziegler-Nichols method, we will use the root locus method to arrive at this P and I values, Kp, Ki values. Okay, so that we will see now. So if you go to the MATLAB program, the same thing. Okay. What have I written? So S is equal to 1 divided by the same transfer function, and then the feedback of that closed loop. Okay, you know up to this. Okay, you know up to this the root locus, how to plot and all those. Okay, but now we are going a step ahead where we open the control system designer. Okay, this is an app in the MATLAB. So this is a control system designer. Okay, and I'm opening with this transfer function S. Okay, opening with this transfer function S. Now if I run this, just a second, it will take some time. Okay, we got the root locus plot, which I have already seen. Okay, we are not interested in this now. We are interested in control system designer. Okay, now so you see many things over here. Close this body editor for some time. Let's focus on the root locus plot. Okay, so this is the root locus. Okay, so how many poles you see? You see a pole at -1, -2, and -3. Okay, because it is 1 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2 into s plus 3. So you see 3 poles, -1, -2, -3. What is this? What is this color? Magenta. Okay, so what do you see? What are these 3 things? What are those?
So what are which ones? Can you just show it again?
This magenta thing. What are these? It is a poles at k equal to 1 because you took it as 1 divided by
Okay.
s plus 1 into s plus 2 into s plus 3. Okay. So the k equal to 1, the 3 pole positions are these. Okay.
Yes.
So the below what you see is a step response. So you are getting some 0.15 something, but you need to reach 1 there. Okay. So this is not a proper. Now you right click on this and say edit compensator. Okay. So you can see the compensator means controller. Okay. Compensator means controller. So you see C equal to 1 there. Now, what did we discuss about this PI controller about pole and 0? We need to add pole and 0, right?
Yes, sir.
We need to add pole and 0. Okay. So 0 where? See, we arrived at few things now. You have a pole at s equals 0.
S equal to 0.
You have a 0 at
S equal to minus ki by kp.
s equal to minus ki by kp. This is what we need to add now to this. Okay, we are adding a pole at s equal to 0. Okay, and we are going to add a 0 at minus ki by kp. Okay, we'll do this. Now right click this, edit compensator. Now here right click and say add a pole. Okay, real pole or complex pole?
Real pole.
Real pole.
Real pole. At which location?
0, sir.
0.
Okay, location is 0. Okay, location is 0. Fine. A pole is added. And then right click, add a 0. Okay, real 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, real 0. Let's add, say, at let's add it at -1. -1 means what?
1 by 1. Ki and kp will be 1.
Ki is equal to kp. Okay, so if you see this, it is what is the controller transfer function now? It is 1 e power minus 6 into 1 plus s by s. Okay, so what do you see? This 1 plus s by s. So there is a pole added, there is a 0 added. Okay, and what is this outside? It is a gain. Okay, we'll come to this. Fine. Now how do you control this now? Okay, so you vary this magenta thing, the poles. Okay, and then just keep varying this. Okay, keep varying. Your step response below changes. Okay, the step response is changing. So if you vary it like this, if you cross this imaginary line, what will happen? It will go unstable. Okay, if you come to this imaginary axis, it will be marginally stable.
Really stable.
Marginally stable, I should be exactly on that axis. Otherwise, it will not be marginally stable, it will be unstable only. Okay, little inside this, if you come, it will be stable. Okay, so you're moving these poles. You're moving these poles to get the required things. Okay, if you want this as the output, okay, you stop here. Suppose you are happy with this response. Right click and say edit compensator. It will give you the value here. Okay, so this is 4.4151 into 1 plus s by s. Okay, so what is the value of Kp and Ki from this? Hello,
Sir, don't know, sir.
don't know. Okay, no problem. So you arrived at few things where it was Ki plus Kps divided by s, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you take Kp common, this will be Ki by Kp, okay,
Plus s by s.
plus s, the whole thing divided by s, okay. Now we have used Ki is equal to Kp, correct?
Yes, sir.
Ki is equal to Kp. So this can be written as, see this thing, okay.
So Kp would be 4.4151.
4.4151 into 4.4151 divided by 4.4151 plus s divided by s. Okay. Now did you
Got, sir.
understand? Now we have understood.
Yes, sir.
So Kp is 4.4151 and Ki is equal to 4.4151. Okay. If you feed in this values, you will get this response. Okay. Fine. Any doubts in this? Please ask. If you have not understood, please ask. If you have not understood this, please ask. You must have understood this one. We just took Kp common. This will be Ki by Kp plus S, okay, divided by S. Now this, whatever this is showing here, is of this form. Okay. Now I can take this as Kp and this is equal to Ki. Okay. Suppose if I don't want Kp equal to Ki, what should I do? What should I do?
Sir, then s won't be -1, sir.
You should vary this thing, location of the 0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I say 0.8 here. Do you see now? This has changed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is 1.3s now. So if you take this as Ki, then this will be Kp. 4.4151 into 1.3. Okay. So this is of the form Ki plus Kp s by s. Okay. Ki is this one, 4.4151. Kps is 4.4151 into 1.3. Okay, divided by s. So Ki will be 4.4151 KP will be
1.3 into
into
4.5.
1.3. Yeah, these two multiply. Okay, this is of this form. Ki plus Kps by S. Previously I wrote it like this. Now it is like this. We get this, this and this is the same. Okay, both are the same things. Okay, now I bring this back to -1 itself, say. Okay, so then I'll get this. Now, how do I know if I'm happy with this or not? You can give the design requirements for this. I come to the step response and right click and say design requirements new. Okay, here I can specify what should be the rise time. Okay, I want 4 seconds as rise time. Settling time can be 10 seconds. The percentage overshoot can be, how much is that? 10%. Okay, I'm okay with this. Now what will happen? You'll get this. Okay, you'll get the rise time should be 4 seconds, but rise time is now within this, correct? Suppose I want the rise time, I'll change, edit the rise time. I want to 2.5 seconds. Okay. So this is the design requirement. Now I'll change this again. Okay. To meet the design requirement. Will it be possible? If you see this, the rise time is here. Okay. It is within this limit. So I can go up to here. Rise time, I need to be a little. So this is now the rise time, correct? This
Yes,
is
sir.
plus, but what do you see? The percentage overshoot has crossed the
Yes, sir.
limit. Okay, so sometimes you can meet the requirement, sometimes you cannot meet the requirement. So any requirement cannot be, every requirement cannot be met. Okay, just a second. Yeah. So what do you see? What am I trying to do? So the rise time, I'll change this. I'm not able to meet the requirement, so I'll go for say 20% overshoot is okay for me. Okay. Now, have I already met the condition requirement?
Yes, sir. It's already meeting.
It's already meeting the requirement. Suppose if the situation was like this, then you can bring it down. And then, yeah, so the rise time is this much. Okay, the overshoot is 1.20%. Okay, so it is within that, and then the settling time I gave it as 10 seconds. So this meets the requirement now. Now if I right click and say edit compensator, this is what I get. Okay, 5.1343 into 1 plus S by S. So what is the KPI and KI values?
5.14, 1343.
Yeah, KPI and KI values are same. It is 5.1343. Okay, so what you're doing with this actually? Previously, what you did with the root locus was just you had plotted the root locus. Okay, you had just plotted the root locus. But now, what you're doing? You are editing the root locus. Okay, why are you editing? You want to arrive at the KP and KI values for the PI controller. Okay, So for that you are editing the root locus. How we are editing? By adding
KP and KI.
by adding poles and zeros, okay, at the required locations. So what did we add? We added a pole at 0. Okay, why is it not specified as a pole here? Because it is 1 by s. 1 by s is nothing but integrator. Okay, so if I change the location of this, say at -2, then it becomes a real pole. Okay, since it is at 0, s is equal to 0, it is called as an integrator. Okay, 1 by s. So it is nothing but a pole at s is equal to 0. So can you see here a pole at s is equal to 0 across there? Here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then a 0 at -1. Can you see a 0 at -1? There is a 0 and also a pole there actually. Okay, at -1. -1, -2, -3, right? So
Yes, sir.
0 there. Now we have added a pole and a 0, which is nothing but making up this controller. Okay, and then we are giving the design requirements. How should the response be? Okay, how should the response be? Okay, so based on that, you are giving the requirements here. You go to this and give the rise time, settling time, and the percentage overshoot the way you want it. Everything cannot be met. Okay, it is based on the system as well. So you cannot give a very strict requirements and ask it to meet. The PI controller may not be able to meet those conditions whatever you do. Okay, so you need to have some sufficient freedom in getting this rise time. Okay, this is settling time, this is overshoot. Okay, so it puts the border. So what are these black lines? These are nothing but the borders within which it should rise. Okay, so this is rise time. So within this it must settle. So within this line the overshoot must be there. Okay, so if you design like this, then you can, once you're happy with what you have got, you can note down this 5.1343. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll go to Simulink. I'll go to Simulink and give this value as 5.1343. So KP was equal to KI. So I'll give this also as 5.1343 and KD is 0 because we are designing a PI controller. Okay. Now I run this. And then look at the scope. I get the same thing. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is same as this one here. Okay, this is same as this one. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
what you have done previously, what you used to do, you used to use the root locus only for getting the ultimate gain KU value to get the marginally stable system, and then use Ziegler-Nichols method to find KP and KI. Now what you have done, you have used the root locus itself to get the KP and KI value. Okay, so what you're basically doing here is, this is called as a control system designer. Okay, you are designing, you have started designing a controller. Okay, you have started designing a controller based on some requirements. Who gives this requirement? Some there will be a transfer function system. Okay, there will be a system with some transfer function mathematically modeled, and then they'll say, okay, this must be the requirements. Now within that requirements, it must meet that requirement. So that this is where this helps. Okay, once it meets, all you have to do is you have to right click and say edit compensator. You will get this thing. Yeah, you can find out the KP and KI values from this. Okay, are you finding it difficult?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is how you design a PI controller using root locus method. So I am not going to focus on how to plot a root locus on a graph paper. These are not required because you can use MATLAB for plotting this root locus. Okay, if you want to learn how to plot on a graph, we can still teach you that. But what we are more interested in teaching you how to design a controller in a root locus plot. Okay, getting a root locus plot is not difficult. You just say R locus in MATLAB, the root locus will come. Okay, once you get that root locus plot, how are you going to design a controller? That is what is more important. Okay, so that is why we use this control system designer app and add the PI controller to this. Adding PI controller or designing a PI controller means what? Adding a pole and adding a zero. Okay, so I hope you understand the importance of this pole and zero concept here. Okay, so what we have done is we have added a PI controller in this. That means we have added a pole at 0 and also a 0 which is equal to minus Ki by Kp. Okay, so that is what we have done. Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
No questions. Okay, it's time. Thank you. We'll meet next class. Thank you. Bye.